Hey, Craig Ferguson, you're about to kick off a big tour, and you do it in Denver every time.
How did you know that? How did you know that?
I read notes.
Some research.
No, every time I start a tour, every time I start a new act, I always start off in the best comedy club in the United States, which is Comedy Works in downtown. There's another Comedy Works, and it's out this way a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Right by us.
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
The DTC, yeah.
But the downtown one,
That's where the vibes are.
that's the epicenter, that's the core of comedy in the United States. And when I start there, I figure that if I can do the new act at altitude, I'll be able to do it anywhere. It's kind of my high altitude training camp. Because, you get to my age, you start going, and another thing, everybody. And so it kind of helps to do it up here. By the time I get to sea level, I'll be kicking it.
Okay, good. Work it out here. Take the oxygen off the stage. Now, you know Larimer, then what's Larimer looking like right now?
They've got flags up for the Broncos from 1977. That's all I know.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the Denver Broncos. I don't know anything.
Is that accurate? From 1977?
Last time we were probably pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah.
whatever
We're
we can do to
celebrating
kind
that
of
year.
forget this season so far.
It was a great year.
Yes.
The Ramones had an album come out that year. The
Nice.
Sex Pistols album, I think, came out. Talking Heads' first album. Talking Heads,
Was 1977?
1977. Talking Heads, 77.
How do you know this?
I'm
Why?
old, man. I was there. It was kind of like if you talk to
that's
someone
true.
who was there at the Civil War, they'll talk about the Civil War.
All day.
All day.
All
remember
day.
Gettysburg, and let me tell you something. Music was better back there.
Kids these
And the
days.
kids weren't snowflakes either.
You're a big music guy, then. I'd imagine you have like a vinyl collection.
I do actually have a
Okay.
vinyl collection. How interesting that you should point that out.
Why is
Yes.
that weird?
Yes.
I have one.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
We'll
Talking
get to
Heads on
his.
vinyl at the house right now.
What, playing?
Yes.
I
I left it running. It's just
and then it just. Do you know what I like about vinyl as well, though? If you do fall asleep while the vinyl is playing, you don't lose your place. You know what I mean? It's not like do you ever I listen to audio books.
yeah. You're an hour in.
No, but listen. See when I listen to audiobooks sometimes and I fall asleep.
Yeah.
It happens when you get old. You're like you fall asleep. You just fall asleep. So sometimes and I listen to these audiobooks and then I wake up and so much has happened and I have to go back and get it. But if it was vinyl, I'd be fine. It would just get a little bit long and then
You would need 55 vinyls to get through a book, though, wouldn't you?
that's all right. That's
Flip it
fine.
over after one chapter?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. Now let's
Shark Tank idea. Put
Yeah.
audiobooks on vinyl.
I think they used to have that. They used to have comedy albums
vinyl
on vinyl.
and
Oh,
audiobooks
yes,
have never
yes.
they've never merged.
Oh yeah, no, they did.
No.
Yeah, it was a big thing in the 70s.
You're lying.
I am lying. I am lying.
Right. Comedy albums, though, like, what was your first one?
I think probably it was Billy Connolly. Do you know who I'm talking about when I, say
don't
Billy
know
Connolly?
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly was a great is a great Scottish comedian, and he was very dirty and naughty, and I used to listen to it.
Explains a lot.
Yeah, I'm not that dirty and naughty, really. Not really. I mean,
Not at altitude.
no, you can't. Like, I can't. I was a little dirtier and naughtier when I was younger, but now I'm like, I like soup. Do you know? I lived in LA.
I feel that so much.
I do like soup.
Yes.
Do you ever get? I've reached the point in life now. Like when I go to bed at night, I get excited because coffee the next morning.
Yes.
I start thinking about it.
I do too.
Yes.
I start thinking. I'm like,
Especially if you're in bed on time, like early
I'm like,
enough.
oh,
You're like, this is awesome.
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna have coffee. I'm
gonna get my own nook.
Yeah. Do you know once I was in LA. I was in LA and I was in a juice bar. Right? It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was in this juice bar and it was a cold day and there was a couple of these LA people there and this woman said to another woman, she said, wouldn't it be great if they had sort of a hot smoothie for cold days? That was like, what, soup? You mean soup?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I never even thought of that. It's soup.
And
Soup is a hot
you're
smoothie.
pretty. You're so pretty.
What can we expect in your stand-up show? Do you talk about the talk show? Do you talk about
Sure.
what's happening? What are your thoughts on the late night talk scene right now?
I don't know anything about it.
yes,
No,
you
I
do.
swear to God. I didn't watch late night TV before I did it. I didn't watch it when I was doing it, and I don't watch it now. what happened to me was I was a weird thing in a late night. Late night for me was kind of like when someone becomes a realtor. You know, it was like I don't really. You don't really want to be a realtor, but it's not a bad. You don't grow up going, I want to be a realtor. But someone says you want to be a realtor, and you go, well, you know, it's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's not bad. I stay I get my face on a couple of bus stops, and sometimes you make a little money, and it's okay. It's an okay job. So I did it that way. I didn't come at it with the kind of the history of. I didn't grow up with it. You know, I grew up in a different
better
place.
way. You know,
It's a different way. It's just
and then to compare it to you go on doing your own thing. You're always, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed it lasted as long as it did. I mean, I did it for 10 years. I swear to God, I thought I would last about 2 weeks.
Who was your least favorite guest? That you
No
ever
way!
had?
No way!
Come on!
Who was your least favorite guest? No, see, that's co-host.
I'm
That's
darling.
different. Yeah, you are
I'm
darling.
the darling.
Yeah, you are darling.
Least favorite? No, I have a least favorite. Who would be my least favorite?
Yeah, see, you can't say. You can't. It's kind of like being a doctor. Like if you're a gynecologist and someone said, "So best, worst."
Do you know what you can say now is Diddy. Just say Diddy. Just
Well,
answer
he was never a
Diddy.
guest on my show. So
Oh, you never interviewed him?
Are we talking about guests or OBGYN stuff? Both my. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you. See, I was going to ask, like, of all those 10 years, not even an interview necessarily, it could be. What would be like your most proud moment on the show?
Boring.
That is charming and nice.
I know. I think it is both. It is both boring and charming. It is which.
It's my dating profile someday, right?
My favorite bit was, I think, you know what it was, in all honesty, was when Archbishop Desmond Tutu came on the show, and I won the Peabody Award for the show we did about.
You did?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Don't
Yes.
act interested.
Is that on the
That's
sheet?
not-
Nah, you don't
You
put-
be on
hated
the
that
sheet.
question.
How many people, when you're doing a comedy show, is like, Peabody Award winner? People are like, well, I ain't going.
Do sounds legit.
Yeah,
I'm not
that
going.
sounds a little highfalutin to me.
Well, hey, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Welcome back to Denver.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good
Nice
luck
to be
on the
back.
tour, man.
Thank you.